hiatus pulposus. So HMP or herniated hiatus pulposus occurs when the soft center of a spinal disc pushes through a tear in its outer layer and potentially resting on nearby nerves. So this can cause pain, numbness, or weakness, usually in the back, neck, arms, or legs. It is often results from aging, injury, or strain, and treatment ranges from rest and therapy to surgery in severe cases. So there are symptoms of HNP. First is localized pain in the neck or the lower back. And it radiates down the leg in the lumbar, HNP, sciatica, or down the arm in the cervical area. Next is numbness or tingling in the affected limb, and muscle weakness in the arms or legs, and decreased reflexes. And pain might be worsened by moving, coughing, or sitting for a long period of time. Next is the causes of HNP. First is disc degeneration or aging, and it is natural. Wear and tear weakens the disc over time. And we have the sudden trauma or injury, like heavy lifting, falls, or accidents can cause a disc to herniate. And repetitive straining or repeated bending, twisting, or lifting increases stress on the spine. Lastly, improper lifting techniques or using the back instead of the legs to lift heavy objects. So, risk factors. First is age, and it is most common between ages 30 to 50 years old. Next is the occupation, which is jobs involving heavy lifting, bending, or prolonged sitting, most especially yung mga nagtatrabaho sa construction site. Next is obesity or extra body weight, kasi mas nagbibigay siya ng stress sa spinal pag masyadong mabigat yung katawan natin. And also smoking, it reduces oxygen supply to the disc and speed up degeneration. And pwede din genetics, family history of disc problems. And lastly, sedentary lifestyle or weak back and abdominal muscles can contribute to poor spine support. So there are 4 diagnoses and tests. First is the physical examination, which is andun yung strength, reflexes, or sensation, or ito yung tinatawag na neurological assessment. Next is yung MRI, which is the magnetic resonance imaging. Nagpro-provide siya ng detailed images ng soft tissues. And yung CT scan naman is gagamitin lang if hindi available yung MRI. And electrophysiological tests to assess nerve damage. And may 3 treatment plan dito. First is yung conservative treatments, which is the first line of management, including rest, pain relief, and physical therapy. Next is the surgical intervention, and it is considered if symptoms persist or worsen despite the conservative measures. And post-treatment care, it plays a crucial role in preventing recurrence and improving long-term outcomes. And the treatment, it starts with conservative methods, including the pain, and including the rest, pain relief, NSAIDs or muscle relaxants, and physical therapy. And if these don't provide relief, surgery such as microdiscectomy or spinal fusion may be needed. For the post-treatment care, mag-focus siya sa rehabilitation and lifestyle changes, and also regular follow-up checkups to ensure the recovery. And HNP surgery, we have microdiscectomy. It is the removal of the herniated disc portion to relieve nerve pressure. Next is discectomy. It is the removal of damaged disc material to reduce nerve compression. And we have the spinal fusion. It fuses two or more vertebrae to stabilize the bone. Also, we have the artificial disc replacement, which is replacing the damaged disc with an artificial one to preserve mobility. Next is the complications and side effects of the treatment. First is the conservative treatments like medications because gastrointestinal issues, dizziness or drowsiness. Also, physical therapy can lead to temporary soreness, and epidural steroid injections may result in infection. And the surgical treatments, it carries risks such as infection, bleeding, nerve damage, or herniation. So, case study report. So, patient's profile. Name Evan Anan. Age 38, female. Occupation is office worker. Date of admission is January 15, 2025. And the presenting complaint is chronic lower back pain radiating to the right leg for 6 weeks. So history of present illness. Evan Adan, 38-year-old office worker, developed a gradual lower back pain 6 weeks ago after prolonged sitting. So the pain initially has risen and now radiates down her right leg with occasional tingling in her foot. Pain worsens with sitting or bending but improves when lying down. So no history of trauma or heaviness. For the past medical history, there is no significant medical history other than occasional tension or headaches, and no history of lower back issues. Family history: mother had chronic back issues, including degenerative disc disease. So for the pathophysiology, herniated nucleus pulposus or HNP occurs when the gel-like inner core of an intervertebral disc or the nucleus pulposus pushes through a tear in the outer layer, the annulus fibrosus. So this can compress nearby nerve roots, leading to pain, tingling, and numbness, particularly in the legs. In Evans Adan case, the herniation likely compresses the right L5 nerve root, causing radiating pain and sensory changes in her right leg. So the condition worsens with activities that increases pressure on the spine, such as sitting or bending. So for the diagnostic test for HNP, it includes the physical exams like the straight leg raise test, assess nerve compression. MRI is the gold standard for visualizing disc herniation and nerve involvement, while CT scans may be used when MRI is unavailable. X-rays also help to rule out other conditions like fractures, and EMG measures muscle activity to identify nerve root. So this test helps to confirm if the diagnosis and the guide treatment decisions. So for the NCP, okay, so first is the acute pain. Related nerve compression or EAP, verbal pain report. So for the goals or log outcomes of pain level, patient reports 3/10 pain scale within the 24 hours. And for the need interventions, the pain management, medication administration, and proper positioning. So for the evaluation, pain decreased to 2 out of 10. Patient reports improved comfort, so goal was met. For our second problem is impaired physical mobility. Improved pain, impaired physical mobility. Okay, so discomfort and inflammation, limited. Okay, so for the goals and top outcomes, so mobility level, patient demonstrates improved roam and walks with minimal help. In our NIC interventions, mobility therapy, activity therapy, teaching exercise promotion. So for our evaluation, the patient was able to walk with cane and performs roam and goal was partially met. Next is risk for peripheral neurovascular dysfunction. So nerve root compression or for our goals and knockout count, neurologic status should maintain normal sensation and movement. For our NIC interventions, neurological monitoring or peripheral sensory management. For our evaluation, no signs of dysfunction observed and goal was met. So thank you for listening. This is my report, herniated nucleus pulposus or HNP.